The unseen passenger. I was driving home late one night along the winding roads near Kent. The headlights illuminated the empty street, and the only sound was the hum of the tires on the asphalt. As I approached a particularly dark stretch near the woods, I felt a sudden chill and heard a faint whisper from the backseat. Startled, I glanced in the rearview mirror but saw nothing. Assuming it was my imagination, I continued driving. However, the whispers persisted, growing louder and more distinct. "Turn back," they urged. Terrified, I sped up, but the whispers followed, now accompanied by a cold breath on my neck. Reaching a bridge, I slammed on the brakes as a shadowy figure appeared in the headlights, staring at me with hollow eyes. The next morning, I learned of a fatal accident on that very bridge the previous night. The victim, a young woman who had vanished weeks ago. The abandoned school. During the summer break, my friends and I decided to explore an old, abandoned school building on the outskirts of Manchester. The structure was rumored to be haunted, but the thrill of adventure outweighed our fears. Inside, the air was thick with dust, and the walls were adorned with peeling paint and faded murals. As we ventured deeper, we discovered a locked classroom. Intrigued, we managed to pry open the door. Inside, the room was eerily well preserved, with desks arranged neatly and a chalkboard still bearing a lesson from decades ago. Suddenly, the door slammed shut behind us, and the temperature dropped drastically. We tried to open the door, but it wouldn't budge. Panicking, we noticed a figure standing in the corner of the room, a teacher, dressed in an old-fashioned sari, staring at us with an unsettling smile. The next day, the building was found to be completely sealed, with no signs of entry. We never spoke of what happened again. The mysterious caller. I had recently moved to London and was adjusting to my new life. One evening, while studying in my room, my phone rang. The number was unfamiliar. Hesitant, I answered. "I know you're new here," a distorted voice said. "I can see you." I laughed nervously, thinking it was a prank. "Who is this?" I asked. The voice chuckled. "Look outside your window." Heart racing, I turned to the window. To my horror, a figure stood across the street, staring directly at me. The phone line went dead. The next day, I learned that the previous tenant of my house had mysteriously disappeared without a trace.